Do we have to upgrade something? I mean, we don't have to. My revolver is already level 5. I guess we could upgrade like these ones. There's nothing wrong with this. And we can, because we started getting good trigger parts. So that's good. Why not? Let's upgrade the shotgun. I mean, obviously with the shotgun we want as much damage as humanly possible. We still need like 4 good trigger points now. This is the question. Do we want another 10 points of damage, which is 50... about 69 damage more on this level? Or do we want to do this? We can always change it later, especially since we don't really have sodium hydroxide and white phosphorus. Yeah, we can always change this. Why not? But now we want this. 4 more good trigger parts. We're gonna be doing 750 damage on a shotgun. Now, the thing with this shotgun here is that it has 2 bullets, but the problem with that is that it shoots both of them at once, which isn't bad. It's okay, but it's annoying. I do want to upgrade this one, so why not? Just here because we can. We have lots of springs, and we have lots of screws in the race, so there's no reason not to do this. Reload time here. What's this? Stun. Nah. This last one sucks, because we need rivets. And if it... No, wait, I already did rivets here, yeah? I did. Okay. I mean, there's no reason not to upgrade these things, though I do seem to have very... No, it's not 16, it's 116. Whatever. We just need some good handle parts. And also tiny good handle parts. What was this again? Stamina consumption, that's fine. We do want to increase stun on this, though. 3 here and 3 here, huh? No, wait. 5 here and 3 here. So that's another 8. So that's going to be like 41, 42, depending on the... No, it's going to be 42, because this is a flat value, not a percentage. Okay. I think it's actually better. Like, the 10% stamina consumption reduction is probably better here than the 3 points of stun. I mean, I guess I can take these apart. Why not? Doesn't really matter that much. Wait, do we have a lot of... We have a decent number of different treatments. I don't think we're gonna need level 3s. Okay, I guess we can go speak to our mother. Mother?
Mother. Good evening.
Jonathan! Is it you? Where have you been, my prodigal son?
I'm right here, Mother.
I mean, yeah.
I'm finally home.
Yes, for this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and now found.
Oh.
But where is your sister? Where is Mary?
Oh, she
Mary.
doesn't know.
She is gone, Mother.
I know she's gone. The question is, when will she return as you have? I miss my grandson so much. It's been days since their last visit.
About your family. Wait, what? Oh, she's not worth a lot, is she? She's also very easily influenced. Mesmerism. Wait, could I just kill my mother? Oh wow. And it's so easy too.
Mother, do you know what's been going on in this area?
Not really. I don't go out much due to the epidemic, and when I do, I tend to get lost.
What do you mean you get lost? I hope you don't go outside alone.
Of course not. When I go out, your father always comes with me, but he leaves me there sometimes, and I have trouble finding the way back.
Wait, is my father still alive? Is that dude my father or is he my butler?
Have you returned to Whitechapel Cemetery since Mary's funeral?
I never want to go back to that awful place. Wait. I think I went back once. And you were there too. And Mary? No, that can't be true.
It was just a bad dream, Mother.
A nightmare, yes. Mary was so angry. I walked back home alone. If that kind policeman had not called Avery from the station, I don't know what would have happened.
Do you need anything, Mother? Can I help you?
I just want you to stay with me, Jonathan. Your room is ready. I asked Avery to make your bed.
I'll stay as long as I can, I promise. Do you need anything else?
Just one thing. Stop staring at me like that. As much as I love you, it breaks my heart to look at those empty and dead eyes.
Are you working on a new painting?
Not recently. I have trouble.
Oh, she was also a
focusing on
painter.
my subject, and my mind quickly drifts. It's the same thing when I try to write poetry.
I recently met a talented painter with an excellent technique. I wish you two could meet. I'm sure you'd like her.
I'd be glad to meet her. What is her name? Is she famous? Is she dead too?
Wait,
She's not
what?
famous, and her name is of no importance. And yes, she is also dead.
The important thing is, I hope you two get along. If she ever fancies meeting your mother, I'd be glad to welcome her into my home.
So she knows we're a vampire, but we didn't tell her. But then again, she's confused about what happened in the cemetery. So I'm confused.
Why do you say Mary is visiting you, Mother? You know that's impossible.
Why should it be? Are you not standing in front of me right now? Why should it be any different with your sister?
But I'm not dead.
But I'm not dead, Mother. I'm really here, talking to you, trying not to cry.
Oh, it breaks my heart to have to tell you this. But of course you're dead, my darling boy. Just look at you, as pale as my Mary.
Okay, so she's not really all the way in her right mind. That's why. So she thinks she's speaking to a ghost right now.
But Mary really is dead, Mother.
Yes. And are you not dead too? Isn't your father dead? And my grandson? And my son-in-law? You're all gone. But you all still visit me from time to time.
Unless all of us are vampires. This
Goodbye,
is
Mother. Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon.
Oh. Okay, we have to go through here.
Your father and I have spoken about your fiancé, Mary. We believe he'll be an honorable husband for you. We'll set a date for the marriage then. That way, I'm sure one of my children will give me grandchildren. I understand your thirst for knowledge, Jonathan, and your father and I are proud of it.
Uh-huh.
But you are not that young anymore, my son. When will I meet your soulmate? You can ascribe my romantic tendencies to my French origins if you want, Aubrey. But I'll never cease to believe in a match made in heaven, my beloved.
Uh-huh.
I
So
really wish you could meet her, Mother. You would love her. It's locked.
why wouldn't you, like, do it? So yeah, she's talking to dead people. In her head, at least I think that's what's happening. Oh, a small key. Okay, okay. Aubrey reads first letter. Reed Mansion, 4th of April, 1908. My dear and beloved John.
Yes,
When you...
Jonathan? Spending next summer in France.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
When you receive this
Why
letter,
not?
you'll be 35 and I'll be long gone. I feel a little silly writing you this first letter that you won't read for a few years. I struggled for a long time about how to best write you this. Do I remember the puzzle and riddles I invented for you when you were a boy? Oh, how you loved to solve those enigmas. Well, I found it would be a good idea to propose to you one final game. It would probably be less rewarding. No candies or exotic treasures for you to decipher, if you decipher the game this time. But a greater treasure, perhaps, the truth. This is my only attempt for you to explain why I chose to leave my family without an explanation. If you want to know why, simply play my little game. It's really up to you, my son. Rest assured that I love you. I promised my family was and still is everything to me. I remember the first time I held you and your sister in my arms. My treasures, my jewels. To see you grow up, play and laugh filled my heart with joy every time I went back to our home. I could have killed to protect you, my son, my daughter, my wife. But fate found me in the end, and I had to make a tough decision. The worst was to disappear without a word. I decided to do it anyway, and soon I'll be gone for good. I don't ask for forgiveness, but for understanding. If you want to know more, all you have to do is remember how happy we were back in those days.
Jonathan, my dear, bring me my glasses. I feel like reading.
If you want to find the next message, think green grass and tall trees on sunny Sundays. From your affectionate father, Aubrey Ride.
I remember Sunday walks in the park.
Sunday walks in the park. Okay. Is this an investigation? Yeah. Let's, ow. Is this my father? Okay. Where's the do? There he is. Oh hey, we can read this. Hello, Aubrey. You Aubrey? No. Aubrey? Wait, what's happening here? Is the game just waiting for stuff to happen?
Good evening, Avery.
Okay.
Mr. Jonathan? I can't believe my own eyes. Oh, it's a miracle. We all thought you were... Oh, sir, your poor sister. What a tragedy.
I know, Avery. I know about my sister's murder.
Miss Reed expected you to return to assist with the funeral. Right up until the last minute. Where have you been, Mr. Jonathan? We needed you here.
How is my mother?
How is my mother?
Not well, I'm afraid, sir. Miss Reed is very fragile since the police brought her back home.
The police? What happened?
Miss Reed was found walking in the streets. She kept saying she had spoken with her son and daughter. She's resting now.
Oh, did Mary's mesmerism break my mother? That could be it.
Has she received appropriate medical care?
I'm taking care of Miss Reed myself. Hospitals are so overwhelmed by the epidemic that they can only accept patients infected by influenza.
Okay.
Perhaps we could arrange a short trip. Somewhere sunny, like France. She has always been very fond of France. I think leaving London could do her good.
I'm afraid Miss Reed is too frail for the moment. Recently, she started going out at night without remembering it. I have to watch her carefully.
Or you know, you could just lock the front door. And if she needs to go out, you go out with her.
What is the situation in this part of town?
For a time, the West End seemed spared by the epidemic. But the situation is getting much worse.
Have you no relatives anywhere? I'll understand if you want to take a few days to see family.
Your father managed to guarantee my earnings as long as I take care of this house, sir. My sisters are dead, and I've never met my nephews. I'll stay, sir.
Okay.
I'm sorry I could not be here for Mary's funeral.
Your mother was strong, sir, but your support would have been appreciated. Apart from the priest and I, no one else attended your sister's funeral.
To be present at the funeral with you both was my dearest wish, Avery. But I am sorry, I simply could not attend.
I would not dare to question your absence, Mr. Jonathan.
Uh-huh.
All I can say is that we missed you a great deal during these difficult days.
Just a sec. Okay. Just had to move my keyboard a little bit. Why is this still lit up if we talked about everything?
Do you know my mother speaks to the dead members of this family?
Yes. I sometimes hear her speaking to you, Miss Mary, and her baby. Sometimes your father, too.
So she thinks I'm also dead. And what about you?
I believe she only sees her relatives as the dead she speaks to, Mr. Jonathan. It breaks my heart to see Miss Reed like that.
I think on a subconscious level, she realizes that Jonathan, well, maybe he isn't dead right now, but he was dead. He got killed. Maybe she does have some paranormal abilities.
I am powerless to help her. She thinks I'm a ghost too. Whatever I say, she just sees me as another dead relative.
But you are still alive, Mr. Jonathan. That's the difference. And I am sure Miss Reed will realize it soon.
Okay, that would be nice.
Tell me the truth, Avery. Do you feel forced to stay here? Would you leave this house without the arrangement made by my father?
No, sir. I have nowhere else to go. And I promised your father I'd take care of his family as long as I live.
This house is dead, Avery. There is a curse on this family. You really should consider leaving.
If only you could have been here sooner or more often. Maybe this house would not be that empty. But you're here now, sir. So my task is not over.
You have served this family extremely well, Avery. Your support during these terrible times is much appreciated.
Then I will stay. All I ask is that you take care of my own funeral if I die before the end of the epidemic. No mass grave, please, sir.
Okay.
Do you really think I don't take enough care of my mother,
Oh,
Avery?
Yes,
Obviously.
I do, Mr. Jonathan.
You clearly have something more to say. Speak your mind, Avery.
I know you work hard to help the sick, but what will you do once the epidemic is over?
I mean, my home is here.
My home is here, and I have nowhere else to go. But this house will need some improvements if I move here. Some radical changes.
That's good news. Whatever changes you have in mind, I'm sure we will find an arrangement that suits your mother also.
I found an old letter written by my father and addressed to me. Do you know anything about it, Avery?
Your father wanted me to give you this letter for your 35th birthday, but you left for the war, and the letter remained in his office until tonight.
I realize now you knew my father better than I did. Do you know why he left, Avery? Did he ever speak to you about his departure?
No, sir. Mr. Reed was not exactly forthcoming. Perhaps this letter will give you the information you require.
Okay.
Goodbye, Avery. Please watch over my mother until I return.
Of course, Mr. Jonathan. But please return as soon as possible.
275 experience points. Wait, 275? That's a lot. We only learned about 2 hints from him. Yeah, because we had one of the hints from seeing my mother talk to dead people. Oh wow, we really got a lot, didn't we? Oh, old letter. Reed Mansion. 8th of March, 1908. My dear Avery. As I already told you several days ago, I may be forced to leave England. If only for a few months. While I'm away, and until my son comes back to London, I want you to take the best care of our house. I already made the entire necessary arrangements to have your wages increased and paid as long as you work. You promised me you'd protect my dear wife and serve her to the best of your ability. For that, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. If I'm never to return, you are the only man I fully trust. Believe me, your most affectionate friend, Aubrey Ryde. Oh, no, we did get a hint about her, didn't we?
Hello again, Mother.
Jonathan, back already?
So we get like
Good,
3
good.
hints.
I was just about to go outside to find you. You shouldn't stay away for so long.
Okay.
Tell me, Mother, how are you? All alone in this big house with only Avery to take care of you.
I'm sad most of the time. Sad that you have left me here alone. Sad that you don't tell me when you come or go.
I'm so sorry, Mother. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I was coming home. I was home. London, the Thames, and then it happened.
What happened, Johnny?
I was attacked.
I was attacked, Mother. And I've not been the same since.
The important thing is that you finally returned home. I was worried, you know. You were the last member of the family of whom I had no news. Even Mary comes more often than you.
Do you think Avery is right? Do you think I should take better care of you?
I don't blame you, but you abandoned me, son. A mother should not survive her children. It's unbearable to know you're not here anymore.
I mean, I'm gonna protect you.
I know I have failed you since I returned. I even watched you bury Mary from a distance. From now on, I will protect you. You have my word.
You don't have to apologize to me, Johnny. Do you think I did not notice how much you have changed?
Have I changed that much, Mother? Am I still your son?
You are still, and you'll always be. Despite your pale skin, your bloody eyes, and that echoing sadness in your voice.
Goodbye, Mother. Try.
Goodbye.
Oh, wait. There's like another
Hello.
thing.
John,
Father seems to have left me some documents. Some sort of treasure hunt game.
Uh-huh.
Do you know anything about them?
no, Johnny. But your father always loved to write these little games for you when you were a boy. Don't you remember?
I remember now. He used to post me these riddles, as though they were sent by a mysterious games master. I'd spend weeks trying to decipher them.
Your father was always so proud each time you found the answer. He was not just the serious, dour banker everybody thought he was.
I was proud too. How could I forget that?
The important thing is that you remember it now. I'll tell your father the next time I see him. He'll be so happy.
Could Father have conceived some sort of final game for me before he left?
I really can't say, Johnny. Perhaps you should talk with Avery about that.
Uh-huh.
He was your father's confidant, more than I.
Oh, yeah, there's another thing.
Do you really see Mary and Father? Do you also see me as one of the dead?
Yes. For many years, it was just a game. Since your father left us without a word,
Oh.
I took to the habit of speaking to him.
Yes, I remember. I sometimes spied on you and listened to you talking with Father in the garden. It made me so angry then. But it was just a game, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. But since then, my poor dead Mary visited me in my room. She led me to her grave, and there you were. I now know the dead can haunt us.
Okay. So yeah, she was just broken now. By
Should I
Mary.
leave you alone? Just ask, and I swear you'll never hear from me again.
Oh, no, Johnny. You're always welcome in this house. And one day, when I finally die, we'll all be together again. Just as Mary promised us.
I'm so sorry. You did not deserve to endure this. Mary should never have done this to you.
That's true, my son. But you know what the worst part is? I liked it when Mary spoke in my head. Now she is silent, and it makes me so sad.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mother. Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon.
Okay, no, we didn't get any experience points from her. Which makes sense, we didn't get any hints.